and happy Christmas! Today is the 1st of December and we're going on a little winter sailing trip. I mean, it's Greek winter, it's more like Danish summer kind of weather. But I think actually we lucked out. It's been really rainy for the last week and today the sun is coming out and I think we're gonna have a really good time.
We have postponed this trip now for over a week because it has been raining like hell. But now it's finally cool and sunny, or at least we hope so. We also had to move the boat from the harbor back to the mooring because it was getting too wavy, but now here we are. And as always, we're gonna try and sail off the mooring. Wish us luck. We always do that by hoisting our main and then we kind of wait for the boat to swing in the direction we want to go, release the lines, and then Pernille quickly rolls out the genoa and we fly off without hopefully hitting a boat. But luckily there are not many left now because they're all on the hard. Ready, steady, go! Ah, it's still wet. That's how much rain we had. Normally it's never. It keeps dry underneath, but this time the rain went everywhere.
Expectations, they leave us deafened by pride. I will listen, find acceptance, no choice to actively love. Peace comes as we pause, breathing in deep until there's calm. Peace comes as we pause, breathing in deep until there's calm. Only I'll make still this weather. Only I'll make still this weather in me.
It's raining, Kai! Oh no! Uh-oh. But he's okay with it.
Yeah.
And we have to go with the engine now. Sucks.
The wind sucks today.
It all sucks.
I guess that's the winter weather here. It's never really windy.
We used to be so much tougher there, but after a year of sailing in the warm mud,
It's cold.
we're like, oh, it's great, it's raining.
Well, it snowed on the mountains.
So the wind left and the rain came instead. And both Kai and Leo are crying about it.
We're not crying about it.
You're both so grumpy. Yeah. Do you want to come out and be with your mummy? Okay, okay, I'll come and get you.
I'm giving him.
Oh, oh, you don't care about mummy. It was just being outside you wanted. Even though it's raining, Kai. You're getting so brave.
When you steer the boat, we are so slow that...
I hate hand steering and no wind. It drives me crazy.
Don't zoom into my face.
Actually, the camera was here the entire time. You pushed your face into the lens. You're welcome, everybody.
What are you doing?
I've had it. Enough! I am leaving. I've had enough of this drifting.
So you might think...
Oh,
You might think we're still on...
open the door.
Open the door.
Hi.
You might think we are on anchor, but we're actually not. We are actually sailing. full speed ahead along the coast. So I suggested to Pernille, why don't you go and take the dog for a walk?
And he thought I would tell him to bugger off. I think that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And until you take the dog, it's sure I will maybe have arrived at the anchorage.
Kai, come on.
Okay, go to mommy.
Come, Pussy. Come. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, the sock is attached. Yes.
And will she fall in? Just for the tube. Sup attached to the leg and not the boat. Oh no, she's going.
Bye. Bye-bye, baby.
Yeah, fall in.
Don't pose for the camera while stopping. It's a very bad idea.
Yeah, we're not really moving. It's not Pernille who's a really fast supper, we're just very slow sailors. But it's just there, the anchorage, down there. So, and we're stubborn, we don't want an engine. So down there goes Pernille and Kai. Going to the beach, and we are gonna quickly prepare the anchor, so we're ready to drop it. Unfortunately, it doesn't fall by itself, so you have to release it, help it, and then tighten it again, and then we're ready to drop it.
So, babe, the most random thing just happened.
Yeah?
You hear me shouting?
Yeah?
Like, hi?
No?
You know why? Because as soon as we were just about to hit reach the beach, and we're going very slowly,
Yeah?
and all of a sudden this huge squid pops out from underneath the sup and jumps onto the beach right in front of us.
A squid?
A squid, yes.
Where is it?
Well, it went back in the sea. And Kai, she jumped off and made a big leap to get to the beach, and he almost knocked me off, and then I had to splash water on him to get him away from the squid. I think it even left a little black.
So,
Yeah.
so you just
What
left
is
out
it?
dinner.
English, not oil.
Ink.
Ink. There you go. It's ink.
So you're telling me you just left my dinner to swim free in the ocean?
What?
Did it went off in the water
Yeah,
again?
of course. I saved it from the dog. But how random is that? Like, we were just about to go on the beach, and then the squid pops out from underneath us onto the beach.
Yeah, it
and
was.
then, as soon as I got Kai away from it, it went back in.
So one good thing happened today. A squid sacrificed itself to become our dinner. And what did Pernille do? Saved it.
I don't like squid.
I do, and you know it. I've been trying to catch it forever.
It was too big.
Too big? How big?
So that actually had an echo.
How big?
Too big. It was. I mean, you always say I exaggerate size, which is good for you, but it's a different thing. Anyway, think it was like this. It's a pretty good fatty one.
Yeah, I would have had dinner.
I mean, I've never seen, I almost said raw squid before, but I don't think I've actually seen squid not cooked, so I don't really know how big they are before
Okay,
going apart, but it looked pretty big to me.
I'm pretty sad now. I told you 5 minutes ago, oh, on full moon it is good for catching squid.
I like squid, and I'm mostly vegetarian, so I'm completely fine with my choices.
See how that is selfish here. So we have arrived at the famous squid attacking beach of Pernille. I need to drop the anchor now, but before that, are we ready and armed for the dangerous squid that just attacked you like a minute ago? Yeah? Are you ready? Are we afraid to drop an anchor on it or not?
I think we'll be fine.
So now we have a look down, and it seems like it's a depth, an anchorable depth. So we're just gonna drop the anchor now before we hit those rocks. Right, Kai?
Can't really see anything, but
You choose a sandy patch. Kai, go back. We don't want you.
still can't really see anything, but
And we will leave it. Ah, still a bit deep, huh?
do you think you did a good job, Kai? I also have my doubts. And now it's starting to rain a lot, just like I said it would.
And if you're anchoring with sails, it's recommended to take the sails down before you drop the anchor. But now it's no wind, so it doesn't really matter. So off we go! And I managed to tangle it. Like a charm.
Look at this sad little fisherman standing there on his paddleboard trying to catch some squid. The poor squid that I saved earlier, now he's out there trying to kill it. We don't really see eye to eye, and I think Kai agrees with me if you can hear the crying in the background. Not cool, Daddy. Not cool, right, Kai? Save the squid, Mummy! Don't let him kill it.
So it's day 2 of our little winter sailing adventure. As you can see, the sun has came out. It's quite nice, but wind is still not really here, so it's more of a very slow sail today. I think we're averaging just under 2 knots of speed, but at least it's warmer and the sun is shining. And I think that's kind of a typical day in Greece in the winter, or like typical days. Like you have a few days of heavy rain and quite cold, but then once the sun comes out it's warm again and nice. But unfortunately in the winter it's also the winds are not that consistent, so you will have quite a lot of winds but also a lot of calm days where nothing really happens. So you have to be patient or you have to use your engine. We try to avoid using the engine, so it's slow and we won't make it very far, but it's nice to chill. Can do a bit of fishing. The water is still like 17-18 degrees and it will actually never drop below 14 in winter in average. Maybe in the north, but in Athens it stays around 14. And it's the coldest in February, then it starts going up again. Yeah, and it's nice. It's super empty, no other boats. All anchorages are just for you. So it's kind of worth it. So since this episode is about winter sailing, I guess the biggest question is it really worth it? Like, is it worth it to leave if you have a little or a house, is it worth it to leave the warmth and safety to take your boat out in like rainy, cold weather and go exploring? Like, of course it all depends where you are in the winter, but I think it's always worth it. I mean, even when we were in Denmark we took some weekends out, even if it's just to go to another harbor and plug in and have, you know, your electric heating or whatever, your diesel heater. It's still a little adventure and it's always worth it. And so far this trip I think it's really nice. Like even yesterday it was raining, it's still fun. It's kind of training, like you put your nice gear on, you stay warm and you have your sailing and you see new places, you anchor off and you disconnect a little bit, so it's really worth it. We wish we could do more and longer, but yeah, we also trying to do some other things, and the boat is not, we don't really have a great heating at the moment. Our batteries are not really set for winter sailing. We have to get some more solar installed and so on. If we had all of that, I mean, I don't think there would be any restriction. Why not go for a few weeks and explore the Greek islands? Because it's not getting dangerous as per se, because there might be some storms, but you can plan it ahead and find great shelter. Probably most harbors are for free this time of the year, empty. Most bays are empty, so why not? Why not do it? And as long as you're dressed well, There's no wrong weather, there's just wrong clothing, right? So we just passing Pteleos. It's just on the entry of the Gulf of Vola. The little castle up here, and it's really nice and green, a bit cloudy. And down there should be a little small estuary. Try to anchor and sup into, maybe tomorrow morning. So let's see. So now we are approaching our desired anchorage. We want to anchor somewhere here in the corner, as close as we can, so we get a bit protection. So we have already rolled in the genoa, and Pernille is ready to take the mainsail on my command. Hopefully.
Whoa! Every time you're allowed to use words such as command around me.
The anchor is already hanging, so it's ready to be released, and hopefully we won't hit the sandbank before, because there's the river coming out, so you might expect some sediment transport, so you never know how accurate it is. So the procedure will be we turn into the wind at the desired point, drop the main, and then we drop the anchor as well. Now you will ask, how do you know it's holding? Well, you never know, unless you use the engine to pull it in, or you dive in. But we won't do either because not much wind is forecasted, so. But you should do it always. We always do it normally, right?
What?
We always test if the anchor is holding.
Oh, you dive in?
Yeah, not today.
No, you're too much of a chicken because it's too cold.
Yeah, it's too cold, of course it's too cold. Okay.
It will be fine.
Right at sunset. Sharp turn now. Whee! Not very sharp when you're only going 2 knots.
Are you filming again?
Yeah. Of course I'm filming. So as soon as it flutters, you drop it.
It's been fluttering the entire
And drop it. Drop it. Whee! Perfect.
I know, thank you.
And now we have still a bit momentum, so you can still steer the boat a little bit before you. Yeah. So I think, but we are pretty good here. We could also just drift downwind a little bit, so we're not in a hurry.
Do you intend to drop the anchor at any point, or do you just continue to talk to the camera?
I'm just going to talk to the camera, it's more important.
Priorities.
We can always drop the anchor later. Bye bye for now, I need to drop the anchor. we anchored very well yesterday. We are still not hitting ground, but it goes like whoop here. So that's all the depth here. That's not great, right?